Hello, my friends. This is the one-year reading for Ethereum throughout the year of 2022. We're doing the second half of this reading, the second half of the year. It's currently June 8th, 2022. However, this reading was originally, the spread was recorded on Ethereum 22 on January 18th, 2022, is when this file was created. All right, so based on what I'm seeing on the chart, year-to-date chart of Ethereum, so May was pretty ugly. April, we had a high at the beginning of the month. So we have a high here in April with a sharp decline. Interesting. So there's really wasn't much of a relief rally there either. But what I do see happening here is we have we likely have those these high correlators ending up in June somewhere, because we have quite a bit of bullish indications going on here. So I would say that early June we have rallying. The low in May, I'll point out, was an opportunity. There was a lot of decline here in May. These cards are all decline cards, really. Even the high card, which is a bullish card, it's a high that came from the month before. So these were on point. However, that high correlator is a little bit off. So I'm going to say we have a move higher in June. Notable move higher in June when looking at a one year chart. But at the high, we have a notable decline down, like a big decline down from the high to revisit a support level that was a past opportunity. And that'll take place, that big decline takes place towards the end of the month of June. Looks like we have 3 failed attempts to break through key resistance towards the end of the second half of June. And on that third failed attempt, there's a sharp decline. And it continues into, it looks like, July. However, we have a reversal at the low, and we have a prominent crest on a one-year chart that forms within close time proximity to the month's low for July. So a prominent crest or prominent high for the year that takes place in close proximity to the month's low for July. And the month's high for July takes place within close proximity to the month's low for July as well. So that makes a lot of sense. Looks like we attempt to establish support towards the end of the month of July, and we have a swing trade where we go from out of that reversal, sideways fluctuations with a downward trend that precedes a rally. That's the low correlation. So that steep decline from the end of June into July, we attempt to establish support in the midst of some volatility towards the end of July at an important price level. Looks like at the high there's a cash-in opportunity. This may be the year's high or close to a year's high, a prominent high or crest here in August. And a cash-in opportunity at that high, it looks like towards the end of the month, like the third week of the month. From the high, we have an overbought crest that forms and selling, profit-taking off of that high, or near overbought territory on the RSI, I should say, and a prominent decline to the low, for the month's low for August, when we're looking at a one-year chart. For September, we enter September with more decline off of that high that we had in August. There's volatility and a sharp dip that is prominent within that period of volatility. That's like the first half-ish of September. The low forms in the midst of some erratic behavior and within close proximity to a crest, the revisiting of a crest that was a past opportunity. And it looks like end of the month we have revisit that past crest. An important leader is highlighted, a male leader of nations is highlighted, and in the third week of September there's also important cessation of whatever move we're making, big move we're making going into the third week. It looks like there's a cessation of that big move there. Bunch of trades, like the whole month of October, there's just a bunch of trades going on in there. A big move to the upside, possibly making pushing the upper end of a range in early October, a trade opportunity there, but there's a failed attempt to break through key resistance followed by a sharp decline, prominent decline through support to reach an October low. From the October low, there's a big move to the upside. So out of that decline into the end of the month, it looks like the decline moves into the end of the month. But then there's a big move higher out of that decline, all the way from a prominent support to a prominent resistance, or important support to an important resistance. Fast sudden move higher in early November, and it looks like out of a decline. So these may be combined. That maybe like that big move out of the decline. It's fast sudden move out of the decline, starting in October, moving into November. We're range bound at the high of November, creating another opportunity, trade opportunity. Looks like towards the end of the month there's a high in November, and we have a November low within close proximity to a big important move higher through, or a move higher through an important resistance level, followed by a decline back down through it. So up there briefly, it kind of makes like a capital A with the price level as the horizontal line in the capital A, and an important prominent crest at the end of November. Looks like we go for a prominent crest in November, not necessarily end of November, because it looks like we may have a bit of a low there. We sell down a bunch of trading in early December. We sell down to and through a support level, and then rise back up to that same price level and use it as support again. So it's kind of like we fall two steps and then we come back one, and that's early December. There's a big move to the upside to a failed attempt to break through key resistance, to form the high for November, or for December here. It marks a trade opportunity because we have a sharp decline with consecutively lower spikes up to reach moving averages as resistance on the way down, off of the high, and the low forms in the midst of a rally that picks up momentum, or excuse me, a decline that picks up momentum as we move forward throughout the month, with it looks like a year's low or a very prominent low for the year at the end of the month of December. And that's the second half of 2022 for Ethereum. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more Ethereum, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow if you're on TikTok. Much appreciated. That's how you show your love. We're putting a lot of effort into this. Just want to grow this channel. That's all I'm looking to do. Get the word out to as many people as possible that anything can be done if you put your mind to it. Even time the market. So with that said, guys, most importantly, when you make money from this reading, I want to hear about it and pay it forward. I'll see you later.